Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got quite a bit to cover in this video. There's actually a little something you can do over on Humble to get 2 more free games on top of Warhammer 40k Space Marine. I talked about getting 40k Space Marine for free yesterday, but there's also a way you can get Braveland and the Ship Murder Party. You can get both of those games for free, but there is a little bit of a caveat, but it's super easy. You'll just have to do something for 5 days straight, and you'll get Steam copies of both of those titles. Speaking of Steam and free, there's also a fantastic Steam free weekend going on right now. It's a game that has been received very well, and I would highly recommend you to give it a look. It's a multiplayer game. You get your friends in on it as well, and you'll have a great time. On top of that, Divinity Original Sin 2 has had a massive update, the Definitive Edition update. This is a type of update that a lot of publishers and developers would charge $30 or $40 for and would release it as a new expansion. But for Original Sin 2, this is an absolutely free update, and it's a part of the new Definitive Edition, which you'll have access to if you own the game. And on top of that, I want to take a look at gameplay of a new Battle Royale game, and I want to let you guys know on why I think it's the most depressing Battle Royale game that's been announced so far, and that's for a variety of different reasons. We'll take a look at that at the end of this video. First, you can get 2 free games over on Humble right now if you start earning stamps. You get a stamp every day, and if you collect 3 stamps, so you just visit the Humble store 3 days in a row, literally all you have to do is click on the store and that's it. You don't have to buy anything, and you'll get a stamp. If you collect 3 stamps, you'll get the game Braveland for free. Braveland is a turn-based RPG with a hexagonal battlefield. Game literally goes for $4.99, but hey, you're getting it for free. And then if you collect 5 stamps, so you visit the Humble store 5 days in a row, you will get the Ship Murder Party for free. Now, it is August 31st, and this mission will run until September 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so you have to get in on this ASAP and start collecting your 5 badges. On top of that, if you get 1 stamp, you'll receive a 10% discount coupon for Humble Monthly. Collect 2 stamps, and you'll receive a 15% discount coupon for the Phantom Doctrine. Really, I'm sure the majority of you are looking for the free game, so again, start visiting the Humble store, collect your stamps. 3 stamps will get you Braveland, and 5 stamps will get you the Ship Murder Party. And this is a game that has a little bit of popularity, the ship that is. It's a murder mystery multiplayer game. Pretty quirky little game. As a multiplayer focused game, I would recommend you to get your friends to also participate in this mission, and then they can get the game for free as well, and then you can jump in on the game together. So I'll leave a link where you guys can start earning your stamps in the description box down below. Super easy to do it, and you'll get those 2 free games. Speaking of free, Steam is running a great free weekend right now on Warhammer Vermintide 2. This is a fantastic multiplayer game, a first-person multiplayer game, the follow-up to Warhammer Vermintide, which was a very well-received game. Now we have Vermintide 2, which was once again very well-received, very gruesome, very visceral again, but a lot of fun if you have a couple of friends to play with. Really, this game shines when you're playing with your buddies. It's a cooperative focused game. I'm sure a lot of you guys have yet to check it out, but you can do so absolutely free over the weekend. And if you want to own the game, you can buy to own it, 50% off for $14.99. So that's a really great price given the fact that this game released just back in March of this year, and it's already half off. Alternatively, you can check out the Warhammer Vermintide 2 Collector's Edition. That's 50% off as well for $22.49. It'll get you some extra stuff. I would just recommend to stick with the base game and first of all, download that free trial for the weekend. Check it out and see if you like it for yourself, because there has been some criticism thrown at the game towards the connection issues and things like that, and the player base hasn't been all too significant, but since it is free for the weekend, there's around 12,000 people online, which is a significant jump for the game. I would recommend you to check it out for yourself. Again, 50% off, $14.99 to own, but right now there is around 12,000 people online. That's a significant jump for the game, and I'm pretty sure that's correlating with the free-to-play weekend, so give the game a look for yourself, get your buddies to download it, and have a good time with that. If you enjoy it, maybe consider picking it up. Moving on from that, a game that I should be ashamed that I still have not played this year is Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a game that I'm planning on getting around very soon, but this is going to be a very lengthy game, and honestly, I'm just a little bit scared to lose my life to this game, but now this game has gotten even better with the Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. The Definitive Edition just released today. The game also came out on consoles today, and it's seeing a ton of new updates, and these updates are absolutely free. They definitely could have gone ahead and charged $30 or $40 for this update, but no, free for every Divinity Original Sin 2 owner. Some of the upgrades include it's an optimized, revised, rebalanced version of the game with a couple of new features, overhauled arena mode, better UI, better journal, rewritten dialogues, and much more. They actually have a Google Docs file with 50 pages of new refinements and updates to the game. There's a ton. There's new content that's been added, so if you've yet to play the game or you just want to revisit the game, now is the time to do so, as the game is much better than it was at launch. And bear in mind, at launch it had like a 92 on Metacritic, so now the game is even better. Does that bump it up to a 95? I don't know, but it was heralded as one of the best PC RPGs of all time when it was released, and now that game has gotten even better, so definitely revisit the game. And I definitely need to open up my schedule and get into this game very soon, but I just know, again, this is a game that I'm going to drop north of 100 hours on, and I'm just a little bit scared to get into it right now, but the Definitive Edition update definitely entices me to get into this game very soon.
She kills both of her enemies in one shot. Well played, rogue! The mage teleports a cursed oil barrel onto the campfire. It explodes, and everyone nearby is now standing in necro fire. The explosion destroyed the last of Wordless's magical armor, so now the ranger can shoot her with a charm arrow. Wordless is on our side now, and look, she has silenced one of the other enemies. Success! The rogue uses adrenaline to...
And lastly, we have the gameplay reveal of a brand new Battle Royale game, and this is probably the most depressing Battle Royale game thus far, and that is for a game known as Stormdivers. Now, if you actually look at the gameplay of Stormdivers, it's not anything too offensive, it just looks very uninspired. And you might be thinking, whatever, we've seen a lot of uninspired Battle Royale experiences. Well, the issue is this game is actually coming from a studio known as Housemarque. Housemarque is a Finnish studio that has put out some incredible arcade games like Nex Machina. They've also done a lot of PlayStation downloadable titles like Super Stardust HD, all of these great arcade titles. And unfortunately, for now, they have abandoned that style of game development to create a Battle Royale game. It's just shocking to me. I think this is one instance where a studio that was known for creating some awesome games, some games that were really well received, they abandoned that to cash in with Battle Royale. That's just super depressing to me. And I always talked about how I love Housemarque as a studio, how they're one of the most underrated studios in gaming today, and to just see them devolve into this uninspired Battle Royale game, to me, that's very depressing. I know a lot of you guys will just see this game and be like, alright, it's another crappy Battle Royale. You guys don't have any attachment towards Housemarque, but for the few of you that have played a Housemarque game and to see Stormdivers, and again, it doesn't look terrible, Housemarque is still working on it, maybe it'll turn out to be something good, but with all of the other Battle Royale games that have been released, like Islands of Nine, you've got Call of Duty Blackout coming, Battlefield is going to have its Battle Royale mode, Stormdivers is not going to have a place in the market, that's just my opinion. I foresee this game being a massive commercial flop, and what's funny is that Housemarque said that they moved away from those arcade style experiences because they weren't doing all too well from a commercial front. Well, do I really expect Stormdivers to do any better? No, I don't at all. I think it's going to do considerably worse than their arcade games, which is a shame. Would love to see more games like Nex Machina, would love to see more games like Super Stardust HD, would love to see more games like Dead Nation, but no, instead Housemarque is gonna make Stormdivers. This is just very depressing to me, but hey, you can sign up for the beta right now, so if it looks interesting to you, check it out. Hopefully at some point Housemarque does get back to doing what I know them for. Hopefully they do get back to making some great experiences like I know they can, and maybe Stormdivers will turn out to be pretty good, just not up my alley. And for a studio like Housemarque, I just wish they stuck to what they knew and what they've been putting out. But those that are leading Housemarque probably know what's best for them from a business stance, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully Stormdivers turns out to be something decent, but hopefully at the same time, I can get another Super Stardust game, I can get another game like Nex Machina, and I can get another game like Dead Nation sometime in the future.
One of the other things you'll notice early on in the game, that each player class has a glider available to them, which allows for a lot more verticality. You also can use one of your two abilities, ranging from movement abilities like teleporting and camouflage and jetpacks, all the way to healing areas, shields, and things that actually help out your team as you go on. From the early prototype on, we wanted to be on point with the gameplay. So movement and the way your character controls are paramount to us, which allows you, the player, to be on top of every single situation, even when things are getting hectic in a fast-moving environment.
That's gonna conclude this video, guys. Like I said, you can take advantage of the summer sale missions over at Humble. You get a stamp for just visiting the Humble store every day. Collect 3 stamps and you'll get Brave Land, and collect 5 stamps and you will get the Ship Murder Party. You're getting 2 free games and you're basically doing nothing. You just gotta visit the Humble store for 5 days straight. Warhammer Vermintide 2 is free for the weekend, and you can pick it up 50% off for $14.99. Has a surge player base right now, so a great time to check out that game. Divinity Original Sin 2 has gotten a massive update with the Definitive Edition. A lot of new content as a part of that. So if you've been playing the game, even better for you. The experience is just gonna get better, and if you've been on the fence, well, now you have even more reason to do so. And I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about Stormdivers. Again, a Battle Royale game from Housemarque. If you guys are familiar with Housemarque's work, this is probably depressing to you like it is to me, but I don't know, maybe you guys are actually somewhat captivated by the gameplay. Let me know in the comments section down below, and if you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.